Hello YouTube, happy Boxing Day. Now, I'm very grateful for all the help and tips. I've received 2 comments so far, and the people that know me personally, they've called me, and one guy even offered to come help. But with COVID, obviously that's impossible. Now, before I had all this installed, obviously we did it by hand. And as you see, it's snowing. So what did we do in the winter? I attached this, and when it closes, we put this on the outside. So this way, when we come out of our cars, -10, -30, just pull on the strap and it comes off. I never thought, when I mentioned it stops between these two slots here, I never imagined this. I never gave this a second thought. So, before I go up and start messing with the chain, as you see, I was about to do that. Let's see. Oh, I'll need 2 hands for this. It's too cold to unstrap. And some people are asking, this is from Costa Rica. Very, very sharp. As you can tell, I'm already through the leather. But it's so cold. Why I never thought about this before. And some people are probably wondering why I'm not just opening the door. Because it's cold. All right. Let's see if that is the problem. See, I was about to tighten up the chain. So you saw, all I did was take off the strap. I did not touch anything at all, left or right. It's fucking cold. Moment of truth. You should see my neighbor's face when I asked him if he had a box. He's like, you just want an empty box for Christmas? Oh, you had to be there. All right, test number 2, 4 minutes. The chain doesn't look too bad. I might just leave that alone. Test number 2. Strap removed, box removed. No obstruction. This is where it stops. I am speechless. Let's try a third one. You never know. Because it's supposed to be minus 20 tonight. So if you think I'm freezing now, imagine then. Last test. So, thank you for a total random stranger from the internet, probably from the other way around the world, reminding me about something so obvious that it never occurred to me. I'm freezing my knees off. But I would like to thank you very much for telling me about my stupid strap. I never bother. I wasted Yes, I made some little small videos, but you have no idea how many nights, especially during the day, thinking it was a reflection. My neighbor said it was probably a reflection on the lasers. He's the one that mentioned that. That's why I got these cardboards. You know, I backed up, moved my car so many times, and it was this. So thank you, YouTube. I'm not going to turn the camera because I'm smiling like an idiot, but that's probably the best Christmas present ever. A garage opener that actually does its job. And I think I mentioned it before. When we had, before all this, we see the empty light, the open light. That's because those two ends were cut off from the previous attempt of having an opener. But when we did it manually, roughly where my finger is to there, it was always open, even though this part was flush. So for the past 3 winters, all the snow would come up to here roughly. Yes, that's one of the reasons why we got so many cracks. Another reason why there's so much rust. I tried putting towels, I tried putting weights, you know. So in the end, recap, this is between $250 and $300, not on sale. I got it on sale for 99 bucks, and it looked like the box was originally sealed, but it ended up being an open box. How did I know? Because a lot of the screws were missing. I had to go buy screws at Home Depot. But in the end, after all this frustration, I think I might want to tighten that up. But in the end, it works. Stupidity on my part, forgetfulness, whatever you want to call it. So, we did multiple tests showing that it worked. Thank you very much, YouTube. Hope you had a Merry Christmas. And I wish you a Happy New Year, in case I don't make any videos until then. Life is a bit busy. So a one-man installation, absolutely no help at all from anyone else except for advice. I would say 7 out of 10 to actually doing it yourself. If it wasn't for this ladder, I would have never been able to do it. Not only to get up there, but to actually have something to support it. And that's the other feature I like. I turned the top off. the spaghetti mess. But what I did, I trimmed off the edges. I'm not gonna put my finger because it goes out of focus. I just trimmed off the edges and I cleaned it with a little bit of sandpaper. I cut off the trims so the wires are all equal, and one by one I put them in the sockets. So the first time I installed it, that was the cause, because I didn't put them in right. So now it works as intended.